Dyslexic genius here. What I'm going to talk about are Edison gems and the early stuff to the late stuff. The early stuff had a key wind, and the first one was called a drip pen. I don't have that, but the second version is this, 1901, and this is a branded case gem. So when we look at early stuff, you'll see that the serial number is stamped into the rail here. And when these operate over here, you don't turn this. This is stop, on. And then on the underside, when you look at them all, they're all the same, except the early ones have this cast iron flywheel right here. So if you look at the first decal one, the big scroll thing that says Gem in the middle, and not just Edison, their flywheel by 1902 has the pot metal one. Basically, they're all the same machine, except they haven't stamped this with a serial number. This still has they both have the nickel-plated ID tag in the back. The only difference between this and the branded case, this is when Edison started to change things. We take the back rod right here. It only has one screw holding it in place right here. You go to the banner one, we now have two screws holding it in place. These are just a little...
Where's the second screw?
Right here.
Okay.
Now, what also happens is we have a screw here that holds this gear in place, like them all, and then we have this nut right here, this little nut. Now, on the early stuff has a bigger nut, and then the secondary gear in the middle I just showed you has a nut to hold it in place, which is much better. And because these here don't wobble, but on these with a screw have a tendency to wobble because the shaft going through is thinner than on this one. And this is the little things you can look at, you know. And then we go down the road and you get to the king of gems, which I think is the Model D here. And why is this so cool? It's basically the same machine, but the on-off switch, they come in with this, and this is a nice handle that locks on, off. And it's very nice, and we don't have this knob. And the other thing is about these, the red ones, is that we have a little handle here, and we can switch from 2 to 4 minutes. About 1911, when they came out, 1912, the 4-minute cylinders, you could buy an adapter for a gem to turn it into a 4-minute machine, a 2 4-minute machine. But the D gems are straight 2 4-minute. And there's a little difference on them. This is the same one as this. It doesn't have the in gate. You see these have the in gate right here. And then the Ds don't have the in gate. The other one little thing you'll notice, it's hard to see, but you see this rail. This rail is a little thicker in width crossed. You look at it real closely and you'll see that this one is just a pinch bigger than this one. And that's just like cut down on the cost of cast iron if we shorten it a little. You know, little idiosyncrasies of gems are fun little machines. This is Mrs. Genius's red one there that she loves, and that's my tip for the day.